Hello colleagues, my name is Abbas Caesar and welcome to today's tutorial. Now in today's tutorial we are going to learn or I will demonstrate how to use the GES Miss School app to generate a family report card for our students. Okay, alright, so now let's dive in. Our first step here is to go to school manager. Let's locate school manager. So let's click on it. Now, when we click on it, we have a list of options, but we are going to deal with the first one here, which is called school setup. So let's do the school setup first. Let's click on it. Now, after clicking on the school setup, let's navigate to under the school setup. Let's click on school details. So let's click on it. Good. Now, these are all the school details. Make sure that you fill all these spaces, okay? The name of the school, the circuit, the district, the phone number of the school. If it is the head, you put it there. Now, the vacation dates should be stated, and also the reopening date should also be done here. Okay. All right. The trimester should also be those. Okay. All right. Then you fill also after filling everything here. Please make sure you click on save so that it will be saved in the system. Now let's go on to the second one under school setup. So the second one is school crest. Now, I believe that your school has a crest, okay, a badge that the students normally put on. So in this system also, you can also put your school crest in the system. Now, the school crest comes with a dimension. So it comes with what? 600 width and 700 height. So it means that when you are coming to upload this particular uh, crest, it should have this dimension. Okay, please, it shouldn't be PNG, but it should be JPEG format. Okay, so luckily I have my school crest here, so let's click on it. So let's click on choose file to go and upload our school crest. So when you click on it, so it will open the systems for you. Now, where do I locate my school crest? So if your school crest is on your desktop, so just click on desktop here. Then you locate the folder in which it is. Okay, so it is here in mine. I have it here. So I'll just double click on it to open. As it opens, now this is my school crest. So I'll also double click on it. Good. So as I have double clicked on it, it has appeared here having the extension GP, JPG, which is JPEG format. Okay. So we'll click on upload. Good. So it has successfully been uploaded. All right. So we have done or we are done uploading our school quest, and this school quest will appear on our report sheet or report card. Okay. The next thing we have to do still under the school setup is head signature. So let's click on it. Good. So here too, the head signature also comes with a dimension, and the dimension is 200 width and 90 height. So you make sure that when you are editing your picture, which is in the JPEG form, it should have this dimension. Otherwise, the system wouldn't pick it. And if your signature is also in a PNG form, it will not pick it. The system will not accept it. Okay, so now let's go and upload our head teacher's signature. So click on choose file. Good. Now let's now select our um, signature. Correct. So as we've selected it, we see that it has appeared here, and this is the extension. Always make sure that it is in a JPEG format. Okay. Now let's click on it. Correct. So successfully we have uploaded our head signature as well. Now let's navigate still under the school setup. Now under the school setup we have watermark. Please let's leave that for now. Okay, let's leave that for now. Now our next step is to go to the academic details. So let's click on the academic details. Now we are not going to use change term or add academic year, but we are going to select set vacation date. Okay, so let's click on set vacation date. Good. Now when we come to set vacation date, we are going to pick the academic year, which is 2025, 2026. Then the term, we are going to pick first term because we are doing this for first term. Now let's set our vacation date. So our vacation date is actually going to be 2025, I think December 18th. Okay, all right. So we have set our vacation date. Now let's set our reopening date. So our reopening date now will go to the next year. So you click on this down arrow, you click on 2026, then you go here, then you click on January. Okay, January. Then you now come and pick the date or the day. All right. So 8th. Now here, as a manager of a school, you should have a criteria, okay, a target. So we said expected academic performance. So if the whole school, the total school, if the academic performance, you have to set it. So if you set it to the example 60, fine. If you have another target, then you can set it. So me, I can set it to what? 60 as well. Let it be on 60. Let's see. Then with the expected student attendance, that one too, you can also have a target. So I will now do mine here as 70. Okay, 75%. 75%. Okay, then when you are done, you click on OK. Then success. Good. All right, so it will log itself out. Then you have to now re-log in. Good. Good. We are back. Now, let's navigate to the school manager again and continue our settings. Let's click on the plus sign. Now, we are done with the school setup and we are done with academic details. Now, let's navigate straight to settings. Okay, let's come to settings first and look at some things there. Good. Now, this is settings. We have setting number one, which is standard for report processing. All reports that will be processed. This is the settings that they have done here. So total class mark, which is test one, test two, plus group work and project work, all equals to 100. Now this is the class mark, which is 50, exam mark 50, giving us 100. Now this one concerns our mock that we write, the pass mark or pass aggregate 30. Okay, and all these things. So you take time and read it. Now in your school, if you know that you have a different mark, pass mark and stuff that you use, okay, maybe let's say the class exercise is 60, class mark, everything done in the class amount to 60%, then the exam carries 40%. Fine, you can now change it. Now you see that when I hover my mouse on the figure, it changes the color to yellow. So you can click on it, then you change the figure here, then you hit enter to save it back. Okay, all right. So that is it for the report processing. So you can do your changes here and make sure that you hit on enter to save it. Now settings 2 also gives us the week number that we do. All right, so in this first term 2025 2026 academic year, first term we are doing 15 weeks. Okay, so you make sure that you edit here accurately so that it will be 15 weeks. Now expected attendance, that means per day. So in the 15 weeks, how many days do we have to come to school? So if it is 75, then you leave it there at 75. Then this one's, I'll ask that you leave it as it were. Okay, as it were, you leave it as it were. Okay, now let's come to settings 3. Now settings 3 here talks about the levels of the school, that is KG, lower, upper, and GSS. Now the pass mark. Okay, so if, like I submitted earlier, if your school has a different pass mark that you normally do, you can update it here. Okay, all right. Now let's come to the settings 4, which is the grading system. Now the grading system also is this: from 95 to 100 is grade 1, which interprets the highest uh, grade that you have or the student got. Okay, so if your school you also do different grading system, please you can also do all the changes here and make sure that you hit on enter to save it. Okay, okay, this one we will leave it for now, and teachers one we will leave it for now. Good, this one too we will leave it for now. Yeah, good. Now let's come to settings 10, which is teacher comments or remark. Here too, you can do your changes. We have conduct, attitude, interest, and class teacher remarks. Please, all these things will appear on your SBA form for you to fill as a teacher, or when you generate the mark sheet, all these things will be there, or the teacher comment sheet, all these things will be there for the teacher to fill in for you. Okay, so you make sure that if you want to change anything here, you can change it here and save it before you go and generate the SBA form or the score sheet. Okay, all right, so all these ones too can be changed, and you can also add something if you have something. Okay, that is it. So these two you can look at it if you want to change anything on this. Teacher committee, let's leave it. Now let's come to settings 12, which is reading skills. This is very important since almost all the schools in Ghana now are under Gallup. Okay, so they want to know, or we want to know that can a student identify alphabet or cannot identify alphabet? Can a student identify letter sound or cannot identify blend and read words and stuff? All these things is important, but this one I will ask that you leave it as it is. Okay, all right. Then we have the description here: cat 1, cat 2, cat 3, cat 4, and we have cat 1 being the test 1 that you conducted in the term, group work, test 2, and project work. Okay, then we come to student photo and watermark size. Don't worry, this one, let's leave it, and this also let's leave it. We'll come and talk about this later. Import student, uh, import staff, remove duplicates, and delete all students. We'll come and look at that. So for now, this is the settings that we have looked at. So if you have any adjustments to do, you can do it here. Okay. All right. Now after we doing our settings, now let's move before we go forward to these settings here, and the system settings are the same. Okay, so if you see a setting here, settings here one, and system settings here is the same thing. Okay, so you can either use this or you can either use this to do your settings. All right. Okay, now after we are done with these settings, now let's go to assessment office. Let's click on assessment office. Now we will be touching the mark sheets, and we'll also be touching the teacher comment. But for now, let's do what is called subject registration. You know that if the BC children they are going to write, we have to do registrations for them. Yes, in this way too, you also have to register the subjects that the children will take. Okay, the subjects that the students will take. Even before we will come to the subject that the student will take, let's come to subject here. Let's leave the assessment office first. Let's leave it. Let's come to subjects here, down here. Have you located it? Good. Now let's click on it. Now let's click on manage subject. Good. Now, this is all the subjects that we normally treat in our schools. Okay. And we have KG, the levels at the top here: KG, lower primary, upper primary, and JSS. We have the subject IDs, and also we have the subject name, short names for the subject. Then we have the levels as well. We have the core subjects, we have subject being taught and actions. Okay. Now, uh, you will see no and yes, no and yes. Good. Now, all the yes means that they are subjects that you do in the school and you want to register the children to write it. Okay. The no means that they are subjects that you don't do and the children will not take part in those exams or those subjects. All right. Okay. So let's start with KG. So KG, you could see that we have no, no, no. So math, no. Social studies, no. Creative art, no. But we know that in KG they do four subjects. Mathematics, which is what? Numeracy. They do numeracy. So we click here and select yes because they do it. Then social studies, they don't do it. Creative art, then you say yes, they do it. Okay. All right. So after that, let's come to literacy, which is English. Yes, they do. Then our word, our people. Yes, they do. Now, in KG, we don't write exam like essay, which is figuratively, but we do what is called oral examination for them, where the teacher has a criteria of assessing the learners in KG. Okay, so here the system automatically is on no for KGs because they don't write it. But if your school they write these subjects, please just change it and make it yes for them to also write. Okay, all right. So then let's come to lower primary. So lower primary we do seven subjects. So maths you say yes, creative arts they do creative arts yes, RME yes, natural science yes, integrated science is for GSS, natural science is for primary, lower primary. Okay, then the rest you will now do all these things. Okay, so some schools also do French. Okay, so if lower primary they do French, then you come and click here and do the settings. Yes. Okay, so here is for you to do all the settings. Okay, so that these subjects will appear when you go to the registration, when you are going to register the learners. Okay, all right. So I think everything is good here. Everything is good here. So if you take the time to go through it very well, you take your time and you go through it one after the other. Okay, all right. Now that we are done with our subject manager, we can now navigate to the assessment. Okay, we can now navigate to the assessment, but you can also add a subject, providing that all the subjects here, there is one that is missing for you that you did not see it. You can also click here add subject, then you add it. Okay, all right. Okay, now let's navigate to assessment office. Let's click on it. Good. Now with the assessment office, let's go to subject registration. Now let's register the children with a specific subject. Okay, good. So let's click on subjects registration. Now we have some preambles there you have to read. Okay, as teachers you have to read. So the welcoming side, you have to read it. Then you have to read these notes. Okay. Now if you see here, you see that this place is blank, this place is also blank. Now we have here which lists all the classes that we have in the school. It lists us for us. Then here all the levels that we have. So let's say basic one here on default, it is not, it's a lower primary. Okay. So when you come to upper primary, let's say basic 4, you'll see that the learner's name will come. So that will be upper primary. Okay. So you make sure that class 1 up to class 3, they are lower primaries. Class 4 to class 6, they are upper primaries. Okay. So let's take for instance, now let's register the learners. So let's say class 1. So all the learners will come here for class 1. Okay. Now let's also come here and set it to lower primary because class 1 is a lower primary. Okay, so we selected class 1 which has the correspondent level. Okay, and the correspondent level, and class 1, these are all the learners in class 1, and these are all the subjects they are going to do. Okay. Now to register them, you have to select all of them. So when you click on select all students, it means that you are telling the system that all the students in class 1 are going to take part in the exam. Okay. Then you come here also to select all the subjects, because these are all the subjects they are going to write. 7 subjects they are going to write. Okay. Now there is a situation where maybe a particular learner don't come to school and you anticipate that he or she might not be in school to take part in the exam for any reason or for reason best known to you. So if we have a learner in these learners who will not be present to take the exam, the only thing you can do here to eliminate him or her from not taking the exam, or his name or her name will not appear on his name will not appear on the mark sheet, is to first of all you click on control on your keyboard. You click on control and hold it and press it down. Okay, control and hold. So when you click on control and hold, then you now come here and select the learner that is not going to write the exam. So let's say if it is the first one, Celestine, then you click on Celestine. So you will see that now Celestine is unhighlighted, but the rest are highlighted. It means that Celestine alone is not going to take part in the exam. Okay, all right. So here we want all of them to take part in the exam. So we'll select all of them so that now Celestine will be part of it. Okay. But if maybe Adam Richmond will not be part, the only option you have to do right now is you click on control key on your keyboard, you click and hold. Okay, you click on hold before you click on the name of the learner. Then you see that that learner's name will be unhighlighted. Okay, but here, due to tutorial sake, we are going to select all of them, and all the subject is also selected. Make sure you select all of them and select all the subjects. Now, after you are done, you click on what? Register. So they are telling us there are 17 students and 7 subjects. Okay, for basic 1. All right. Then you say, okay, continue. All right. So you have now successfully registered class 1. Okay, now let's go to class 3. Let's see. Let's click on class 3. So class 3 too is still under what? Lower primary. Okay, so these are all the learners in class 3. Then let's select all the learners, and all subjects are also selected. Then let's click on register. Okay, good. So this is the process of registering all the learners with the subject, and also most importantly, remembering the levels. Don't make a mistake and go and take class 4 and you say it's a lower level. No, it's an upper level. And when you pick basic 8, basic 9 going, they are what? JSS. Okay, all right. So now that we know how to register our learners and the subjects, now let's navigate to the mark sheet under the assessment office. So let's click on the mark sheet. Good. Now, as teachers, we must make sure that we read this and we read this as well. Okay. Now, with the mark sheet is where we are going to generate the SBA form for teachers to, let's say, fill. So, if you, the head, you are the one who generated, or an exam coordinator of the school who generated it, you will now have to go and extract it and give it to the teachers to fill and have it back to upload. Okay, so now let's generate the mark sheet for the classes. So let's come here. Now, for demonstration sake, let me use class 3. Okay, all right. So now let's click on generate mark sheet. Good. So they say please click OK and wait for the mark sheet. Good. All right. This says mark sheet successfully generated. So you click on OK. Now, this is a pop-up message telling you the location of where you can get your mark sheet. Okay. So the location is what? Local Dixie in the folder Morphy soft, Morphy soft. So it means that when you locate drive C, you must now go and look for Morphy soft folder. Then inside the Morphy soft folder, you will see your mark sheet to access the files. Okay, so now these are two ways you can go. First, you can click here, click to open here straight, so that you go to what? Your big C. Or you can also use the file explorer here. Good. As the file explorer comes, you have what? Local big C. Then you double click on it to open. Now as it opens, then you locate your what? Your folder, which is Multisoft. Then you double click to open it. Good. So we have our marksheet folder here. So within it again, we have our class 3 or basic 3 folder, which contains the files. So let me go back a little for you to see. Now, when you are able to generate all the mark sheet for the class, all of them will be in this folder. Okay. So when you double click it, you have to see all the classes mark sheets here in folders. Okay. So since we have already generated the mark sheet for basic 3, let's go ahead and open it. Good. So this is the files, the subjects that we have registered for the learners, and we have generated 8 mark sheets. Now let's open one and let's see how it looks like. So when you double click on it, it will open it with Excel. So it means that you are going to work with Excel. So you let your teachers know that they should have Excel application on their laptop to do this. Okay. So from here, you see that we have registered all the learners here, and they are here. So you as a teacher or the teacher or your teachers should now fill all the test 1, group work, test 2, project work, then exam score. Okay, you have to do everything here. Now, be reminded that nothing should change here. The class size, nothing should change here. Okay, and it also says that if a learner's name is not in this particular sheet, you can't add it directly here. Okay, because you have the learner is not registered in the system, you cannot just automatically add the learner here. And also, if you see the student IDs, they are different here. Okay, they are different. You see, it started with 63, then 66. So that is how it is. So unless the administrator of the system will now have to add the learner before registering the learner, then the learner's name will appear here. If you, the head, is the one who generated the mark sheet, or the exam coordinator, or the system administrator, please make sure that when you generate all this mark sheet, you give it to the individual teachers, then they will fill everything, then you take it back, then you upload them. Okay. All right. Good. So it means that you now copy this folder. You will now copy this folder and give it to the class 3 teacher. Okay. All right. Now let's go back. Now here we have to click go back. All right. Good. So now we come back to our sheet generation. So here too, if you want other classes, you generate all of them at a go. Okay. Now there is one thing we have to generate as well, which is the teacher comment. The teacher comment. So let's click on it. Good. So with the teacher comments, that one too, by default, it has selected all classes. Okay. It has selected all classes. Good. So if you want to generate the teacher comments, you can just click on generate and it will generate everything for you. Okay. But in this case, I want only class 3. So here I'll just click on only class 3 here. Then I'll click on what? Generate, because I generated a mark sheet for class 3. All right. So they said please click OK and wait. Good. So now there's a teacher comment sheet generated. You say, okay, so that one too, they give you the location where it will be found. So still it will be found in our Morphe soft. Okay. In the Morphe soft container or folder, you will have to see the teacher comment sheet folder. Okay. So you can click here directly to go to the folder and copy them, or you can just use your file listing here. Then you locate your drive C. Okay, you locate your drive C, then you locate your Morphe listing and just copy it. So here we have our teacher comment sheet. So let's click on it and see. Good. So we have teacher comment basic 3. Let's click on it to open. Good. So this is how the teacher comment sheet also looks like. So here you have to put in all the attendance of the learners. Then here the total, which is the expected attendance for the term. But here you are not going to write the expected attendance here. You are going to write the total attendance here. So let's say in a term we are all supposed to come to school 75 days. Okay, so you put the 75 days here. Okay, so here you are not going to put anything here again. Okay, but in this column, you make sure that the number of days the learner reported to school, that one that you have to indicate it one after the other. Okay, now when you come here, conduct, attitude, interest, teacher, teacher's remark, and reading. Please, those ones there, when you click inside the cell, you will see a drop down arrow. It means that they are asking you to select any of this for the conduct. Okay. Mind you, when we went to settings, we looked at it. When we went to settings, we looked at it already. So if there's any changes we want to do, then it means that we have to go back to settings and do those changes. But here, the conduct, attitude, interest, and co, that one you have to pick all the available options here. Okay, you have to pick all the available options here. Okay, all right. So this is the teacher comment sheet. Please make sure that you change nothing on this sheet. Don't change anything on this sheet. Okay, all right. Now let's leave this one as well. We are not going to save it. Good. So let's leave here as well. Let's leave it. So now let's go back. Good. Now we are able to generate our mark sheet and also teacher comment. Mark sheet, teacher comment. Now what we have to do now is to upload our mark sheet and teacher comment under the assessment office. Now, after you generating all this, you will give it the teachers and the teachers will fill everything and they will now have to bring it back to you. Okay, so I have prepared a sample that we will use here. So when you click here, upload mark sheet. Now here is 100 because enter 100 if the end of term exam was marked out of 100. Okay, so that one you have to put the 100 here. Then now let's go here, navigate to go and select where our files are. Okay, so we are going to upload it class by class. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let's choose file. Now with this window, we are navigating to where our folder is. So let's say you have given or you have copied all the mark sheet. Okay, you have copied all the mark sheet and distributed it to the teachers, and the teachers have finished marking it or filling it. You collected it and you put it in one of the containers on the desktop or folders on the desktop. So you just have to click on desktop here. Then you now locate the folder where you have, let's say, organized those files. So let's say I organize it in what Gesmis tutorial folder. Okay, so I'll double click on it, and here I have my mark sheet and teachers comment. So let's now click on this. Now we'll see class 3 here. Okay, then let's click on this again. Now we'll see all the subjects here. Now now to do everything, we'll have to select all of them. Okay, you have to select all of them. Now when you are done selecting all of them, then you click on open. So you see that we have 7 files here. It has been registered that we have 7 files here, and these are the 7 files that we are going to upload. So we'll just click on what upload, then we'll click on OK. So now the system is telling us that we have successfully uploaded all this, okay, into the system. All right, now let's navigate and go to upload teacher comment. Good. So that one too, let's go and choose file now. So since by default it will open this, let's go back. Let's go back. Good. Now let's now select our teacher comments file. Now you just click on it, or you can double click on it. You click on it once, you click on OK. Then it will register here. You will see it here. Okay. Then after that, let's click on upload. Good. So we have uploaded the teacher comment as well. We have uploaded the teacher comment. Now let's go to the final stage of our tutorial. Now the final stage is what? The reports. So let's click on report. Good. Now the reports, the first one, we are going to deal with the first one, bulk reports, because we want to get all the class students report in one workbook. Okay. So you can also have the option of printing a single report. Let's say a parent come back to say that, oh, my student's report is missing. Please reprint it for me. So this one, you can use the single report generation. But we are going to use the bulk report print. So let's click on it. Now, when we click on it, you will be asked to select the class that you want to generate the terminal report on. So when you click on it, then let's select basic 3 because we have uploaded basic 3. Okay, good. Now you click on generate. So get report, sorry. Now if you are new to the system, when you click on get report, the information you will receive is that they will bring a WhatsApp number at the top here for you, and they will give you a code that you should send to that WhatsApp number and demand for activation number. So when you send it, then they will give you an activation number. Then you come back into the system and put it inside before you can get this view. Okay, please listen and listen good. When you are new to the system the first time, what it means is that when you click on get report, the information that will be displayed here will not be okay, but they will give you an information indicating that they have given you an activation code, which will be in what? Alphabet and numbers. Then you will send it to a WhatsApp number that they will put inside the information for you. So you make sure that you save that WhatsApp number. Then you will now copy or you screenshot the activation code that has been generated for you. Then you send it through that WhatsApp number, and they will now give you a code. Then you come and click on the activation number below down there and also activate your system. Okay. All right. So here we are going directly to just create our report because I have passed that system. Okay. I have passed that system. So when you select the class here, then you click on get report. So when you see get report, you see that they will say successfully generated. So it means that our report card is ready. Our report card is now ready. So let's click on OK. Good. So the information given us is that 16 students in basic 3. So we can also locate the report card again in this folder in drive C or disk C. Okay, and inside this Murphysoft, we have our terminal report. So we can now click directly here to go and see our report card. Okay, and another information here says that you can generate master sheet and SBA2. Okay, master sheet and SBA2. So that one too is also there. We'll look at it. Okay, all right. So let's click here directly so that we go and see our report card. Good, nice. So here, when you click here, you see that we have our report card here. Okay, but if you see the system, the path, let me put it that way, the path that it follows. So Dixie, first you locate Dixie, then you locate the Murphysoft. So inside the Murphysoft, then you see your terminal report card. So inside the terminal report card folder is your basic 3. So now let's open it. So we are now launching our report card. Let's see how it looks. Correct. So this is how our report card looks like. Okay, this is how our report card looks like. Let me do it this way. Good. So if we have inserted the learner picture or the student picture, it will appear here. Okay, that is why I said the student picture also have a dimension that you need to upload. Okay, so the school name is here, the box, the telephone number, then the crest that we have uploaded, it also appeared here. Now, here is the name of the learner. Okay, the name of the learner appears here. Then we have the sex, then the class. We have the vacation date, we have the reopening date, and the position in class. So it will give you the position that the child had or have gotten in class. Okay. Then the year, academic year. Okay. All right. So here are the subjects. Okay, with their corresponding class mark, exam mark, total, position, then the grades. Okay, then the remarks. Now, when we come down here, the teacher's comment sheet. Okay, the teacher's comment sheet, all that you have chosen, okay, or you have selected, has appeared here. So it means that this particular student, God's way, attended school 50 days out of what? The total attendance, which is 75. Okay, all right. So the conduct, outspoken, attitude, hardworking, student interest, game, then the class teacher remark, average performance. Good. So you have successfully done all this here. Now, when we come here, prepared by class teacher. So it means that this document is prepared by class teacher, then signed by the head teacher. So you see our signature that we worked on previously or we uploaded. Here is it. Okay, so we have our signature here for the head to sign. So let's say traditionally, if you don't have the electronic signature, then the only thing is that after you have generated all this, then you have to take it one after the other and do your signing. Okay. All right. So these are additional informations, current performance, previous performance. So the current performance is the pin, then the previous performance is this. Okay. It means that we don't have any previous performance. Okay. It means that this is just the first term. This is just the first term. So whatever that was gotten in this current term will still be here for previous, unless we are in second term and we have uploaded second term results, and now we will see the difference in what the first term and the second term. Okay, all right, and this is also QR code for you to just come and view this back. Okay, all right. So here too, they're giving you additional information. Now, so we do it for bulk learners, isn't it? All the class. So it means that this is the first learner. This is God's way. Now, when you come down here, you see that we have report card. Then we have report card one. So you see that we have another learner, two, three, four, five, six. So going. So it gives you all the numbers here. So the total report card that we generated for the class. Everyone's name is here. Okay, so everyone's name is here. Okay, so someone will ask me, how do you now print the report card? It's very simple. It's very simple. The report card, you will just click on Control plus P on your machine. So after clicking on Control plus P, our printing interface have appeared. Your printer name is here. If it is not in the list, make sure that you click down here and select it from the list. Okay, good. Now after that, come here, settings. We will do a little settings. Now they say print active sheet. It means that when we want to print for the entire class, it is not going to print for the entire class because they said print active sheet. It means that only this sheet will be printed. That is not what we want. We want the entire class report should be printed. Okay, so we'll do a little changes here. So let's click on this arrow. Then we select print entire workbook because all the other reports or report cards are on a workbook, not a worksheet. Okay. All right. So with this, now you have done your necessary settings. So if it is only 111 copies you want, then you leave the number of copies here. Then you just click on hot print. Then it will print all the class report card for you at a go or at once. Okay. All right. So guys, this is where I put my tutorial. And if there are any question or clarification, please leave it below in the comments so that I'll get back to you. Thank you. Have a blessed day.